Good morning, everyone, and welcome. On behalf of Hexagon, I'd like to extend a warm welcome and thank you for taking time to join us for the webinar Responsible AI for Enterprises Balancing Innovation, Security, and Governance. I'm Revati Kumar, your host for this session. Before we start, a quick note. If you have any questions during the session, please write us in the chat. Our experts will answer you via email. Artificial intelligence. Well, it is rapidly transforming the way organizations operate, innovate, and deliver value. However, as AI adoption accelerates, enterprises are facing important questions around governance, compliance, security, transparency, and ethical use. Today's session will focus on how organizations are embracing AI innovation while maintaining the controls and governance needed to build trust, manage risk, and achieve sustainable business outcomes. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Bhagyalakshmi Murugesan, a seasoned technology leader with extensive experience helping our organization navigate digital transformation, AI adoption, governance, security, and enterprise technology modernization. Please join me in welcoming Bhagya. Bhagya, the floor is yours. Bhagya, please unmute yourself. Yes, please continue.
Thank you, Revati, for your kind introduction. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining today's webinar on Responsible AI for Enterprises. Let me start with simple scenario. Imagine an employee receives a large customer contract and needs to review it very quickly. Instead of spending a couple of hours to read through the document, he uploads into an AI tool and asks for the summary as well as key risk. Within a second, AI delivers the answer. He is more happy. Why? Because he saves the time. The business gains productivity. But then someone asks a question. What happened to the contract? Where the data stored? And who can access the data? Whether the data being used to train any other AI models? At that moment, the conversation changes. The challenge is no longer about AI capability, but AI responsibility. And that's exactly why responsible AI has become such a very important topic for organizations today. Now, we will discuss how organizations can adapt AI innovation while maintaining security, compliance, governance, and trust. Before we discuss, let's first understand how AI is changing enterprises today. So, AI is no longer an experimental technology. It is becoming part of our day-to-day business operations. Customer support team use AI to answer questions faster. Developers use AI tools to generate code. Knowledge workers use AI to summarize the documents. And business leaders use AI to analyze information and support decision making. Have you ever thought about AI is growing so rapidly? The reason is very simple. People will find a value in it. It saves time, improves productivity, and helps people work more efficiently. Think about your own organization, whether it's HR, finance, or customer support. There is a good chance someone is already using AI to improve productivity. As the organization sees these benefits, they continue to invest more in AI initiatives and expand AI adoptions across the business. In many cases, business team starts using AI before proper governance and controls are fully established. So, the question is no longer whether enterprises will adapt AI. Why? Because most of the organizations already have it. So, the real question is how do we adapt AI responsibly? And that is where many organizations face their biggest challenge. We'll see what are the challenges they are facing. So, AI adoption is moving very fast. However, governance, security, and compliance are often struggling to keep up with the speed of AI adoption. Let me throw some things. An employee may upload some sensitive information into a public AI tools. Different teams may start using AI that never been reviewed or approved by IT teams. AI systems may generate inaccurate responses. We can't assure the AI system always generate accurate responses, isn't it? And in many organizations, there is no visibility into how AI is being used. So obviously, this creates a gaps between innovation and organizational control. And this is not because organizations are doing something wrong. It is simply because of AI adoption is happening faster than traditional governance processes can adapt. So, how do organizations close that gap? That is where responsible AI comes in. Let's see what is responsible AI. People, many of us thinking that responsible AI is only about ethics. But for enterprises, it's much broader than that. So, what is responsible AI is ensuring a system operates in a way that the organization can trust. I like to simplify into one simple statement. So, responsible AI equals trusted AI. When we use online banking, we trust it. When we board on an airplane, we trust the system behind it. AI adoption is enterprises will follow the same path. Organization will scale AI only when they trust it. So, if you are building any AI system or tool, your end user or employee should trust the responses they receive. Customers should trust how their data is being handled. And business leaders should trust the AI which is aligned with the security, compliance, and business objectives. So, the core principles which I have shown here is fairness, explainability, privacy and security, transparency, governance, and accountability. All are designed to achieve one thing, which is trust. We can't build an AI system by removing any one of these principles. But what happens when these principles are missing? If any one of these principles is missing, definitely we will end up with some risk. So every new technology brings new risk. Am I right? Yeah, of course. So AI is no exception. Organization faces risks such as data leakage, inaccurate responses, which is nothing but hallucination, bias, compliance violations, and security threats. For example, an employee may upload confidential information into an unapproved AI tools. AI can generate inaccurate responses. The important thing is to remember the risks are not reasons to avoid AI. They are the reasons to implement the right controls. So the goal of responsible AI is to manage this risk while enabling innovations. So the next question becomes, how do organizations protect AI systems and enterprise data? We'll see that. So security is one of the first concern when we talk about AI. And that is for good reason only. AI system often interact with some of the most valuable assets, including customer data, employee records, financial information, and intellectual properties. So the goal of security is very straightforward. Ensure the right people have access to the right information. So how these are all achieved by organization? Through access control, data protection, AI guardrails, and monitoring. For example, an employee should only able to access the information which they are authorized to see. And if someone asks the AI to expose confidential information, then guardrails should prevent them from the happening. So just an organization secure their applications and databases. Likewise, we must also secure their AI systems. So how we can protect these systems as well as data? Obviously, by enabling security. But organization must also ensure AI is being used responsibly and in accordance with the regulations. So let's talk about compliance. Many people confuse compliance with security. So basically, the security asks, can we protect the data? And the compliance is asked, are we allowed to use the data this way? There is a big difference. For example, suppose a hospital wants to use AI application. The technology may be secure, but can patient data can be uploaded into AI system? Can that data leave the country? Can AI make the medical recommendations without a human review? So these are all compliance questions. So organization needs to understand where the data is being stored, how it is used, who access it, and whether decisions can be explained whenever it is required. Ultimately, compliance is about transparency, accountability, and trust. While compliance focuses on regulations and requirements, organizations also need to a way to manage AI consistently across the business. That's where governance comes in. So let's see what is governance. If I had to explain governance in one single sentence, I would prefer governance defines the rules of the game. Without governance, every team may use AI differently. One team may use approved tools, the other team use unapproved tools, and the third team may handle sensitive information incorrectly. So governance brings consistency across organization. Just think about traffic rules. Why we have speed limits, signals, and road signs? Do we want to stop people from driving? Definitely no. But because we want everyone to reach their destination safely. The AI governance works the same way. It defines who owns AI initiatives, what use cases are approved, what data can be accessed, and what are the key risks are managed. Without governance, every department may use AI differently. So with governance, organization can scale AI confidently while maintaining accountability and control. Now, we have discussed security, compliance, and governance. Let's see how all of these elements comes together. So building a trusted AI framework. This slide is really about one simple idea. The responsible AI is not something you add it at the end of the project. It must be built into the entire journey. Imagine building a house. You don't finish the construction and then decide whether we need a foundation. No, the foundation comes first. The same is true for AI. So Organization starts by defining business goals and prepare the right data. They have to select the right AI models and they have to apply the security controls and establish governance and policies. And they should monitor continuously about the performance and compliances. So, here the key message is that governance should be built in, not bolted on. So, if your organization is starting or expanding its AI journey, what practical steps should you take? There are some best practices is there. Let's see what are those. If there is one takeaway from today's webinar, then let it be this one. First, start governance early. You don't wait until deployment to think about policies, ownership, and risk management. Second, protect sensitive data. AI is only as safe as the information it can access. And the third one is apply guardrails. Just like road barriers, help vehicles stay on the road. AI guardrails help keep AI operating within safe and approved boundaries. And the fourth one is keep humans in the loop. This is very important. Why? Because AI can assist decision making, but human intervention should remain accountable. Say, for example, in an AI hiring system, if a person got selected or rejected, we should know in what basis a candidate has been selected or rejected. So, always we should keep the humans in the loop. And finally, monitor continuously. AI system evolves over the time, and organization need ongoing visibility into performance, security, and compliance. Together, these five practical helps organization innovate with confidence while maintaining trust, security, and accountability. So, before I conclude today's session, I would like you to leave with a one final thought. The future of enterprise AI depends not only on innovations, but on security, compliances, governance, and trust. Thank you so much for your time and participation. Over to you, Revati.
Thank you, Bhagya. Thank you. That was an insightful session. I'd also thank everyone for joining the session. And for queries, please write to info@hexacorp.com. Please follow our LinkedIn page, and the link is mentioned in the chat. Also, to explore our services, please visit www.hexacorp.com. Have a great day ahead. Stay tuned for the next.